I'm Jay Perry, and this is my final for the philosophy of yoga. This semester has been filled with rejuvenation, spirit, and openness. I've been spending a lot of time focusing on gratitude and how much yoga can enlighten you to care for yourself and what it can do for your body, your mind, and your emotionality as a whole.
What do you think of the statement that the only way to change the world is to change yourself? What does your yoga practice have to do with this?
Well, I would say it's very true that you have to look inward before you're able to do anything else. Kind of like the phrase you heard, you must love yourself before you love someone else. You must be able to love yourself. I think it goes with everything we've been talking about in this class, that you have to be able to focus on yourself and where you're at and what you can bring before you're able to manipulate things. And I think for me this year I've been focused a lot on the Latin theory, and I meditate on the idea of focusing on what you're in control of, and letting go of the things that you can't. Like, let them do whatever they're gonna do, because all I can do is what's in front of me and what's at my hand. And yoga has really helped me to not focus on the distractions of the things outside of me, and how crazy the world can be, and how caught up I can get in my work and my school and my performance. I think I get really caught up a lot of times, but there's this enlightenment that comes with bringing yourself to the mat. Like, just coming and practicing and doing it for you, I think has been a huge help for me in focusing on what I can bring to the people around me and how I can encourage the people around me. And this class has taught me a lot in working on myself is the way to help the others around me. You know what I mean?
What changes have you noticed in yourself as yoga has helped you become more self aware?
Since making yoga a more prominent part of my life, I've noticed so many benefits. I think one of the biggest benefits is being able to go to my practice when I'm stressed or overwhelmed. I think finding the mat to bring myself to an awareness instead of just being anxious and not knowing what to do with those distractions has been super beneficial. I think another big part has been in dance class, really focusing on the awareness of my body and giving time to my body outside of those classes has allowed me to become more flexible in physically and in my work and what I'm capable of doing.
Hey Jay, quick question for you. Have you been surprised at some of the changes to you that you attribute to this deeper practice of yoga?
Yes. I would say the biggest surprise is the motivation I feel after a practice or being on the mat. I think giving back to my body and in the moment, doing something that is simply just for me and for my benefit makes me feel more excited to and more inspired to do more things for myself. I want to set myself up for the week. I started yoga by practicing every Saturday, which were used to be days I would just lay around in bed and watch TV in the mornings. But when I practice yoga, I feel motivated. And I didn't realize that doing something for my body and for my awareness and for my emotional well-being would create a sense of motivation to allow me to go throughout my day and organize myself for the rest of the week. And so then I wanted to do more yoga because I noticed what my body felt and how I reacted to that, which was just a motivation and an inspiration.
Hi Jay, hope you're doing well. Quick question. Are you noticing a greater integration of the person you are on the yoga mat and the person you are in life?
Yeah, I think I started noticing it in dance class with my flexibility and the awareness of feeling the way I move, but I've noticed that the things we do in our yoga practice, I'm able to bring into everyday life when I'm feeling anxious or stressed. And so I've created a sense of awareness in all of my aspects of life, based on being aware of my body and where I'm at in the moment and where I'm at in the space. I think has been a huge part. I think moving forward, I have to understand what that awareness does for me and how beneficial it can be to be aware and use yoga as that awareness.
What growth do you hope to see in yourself as you continue to deepen your practice?
I think I really want to latch on to the awareness and using yoga to focus on gratitude, but a big part is that I really want to lean on my practice when I'm feeling less motivated, because I find so much motivation and inspiration on the mat that I want to be able to bring outside of the mat and bring into my everyday life when I'm feeling unmotivated or burnt out. I think moving forward, I'm going to use yoga as a way to get myself to a place that I want to work and use my awareness to inspire me to do more work instead of just getting overwhelmed and shutting down. Moving forward, I know that's how I'm going to use my practice, and that's one of the big things I got out of this class. Thank you.